Previously on Squad Sprint.
It's 5 lights in Abu Dhabi, and we're about set to go for some absolute crazy tomfoolery that's going to take place over the next 5 laps. Four abreast here. This is going to be some very ugly scenes. Oh my god. Oh dearie me, that was a big crash. That was unexpected. He's dropped out the podium positions, but Primero takes the win in his McLaren.
We arrive at one of Formula One's most legendary venues for round number 11 of the Veloce Esports Squad Sprint. We're here at the magnificent Silverstone circuit to tackle the 18 turns winding their way through the 5.9 kilometres of tarmac. It's got so many magnificent corners, the likes of Maggots, Beckett's, Copse and Stowe, just to name a few. And with 3 DRS zones, I'm sure we're going to see plenty of exciting overtaking action over the course of today's race. Consistency is key. Just ask Sally Saltunk. He is the championship leader despite not having won a race all season long. Blue skies ahead of the drivers for round 11 of the championship. John Harris starts this race from pole. Niren lines up second. On row 2 it's Joe Turner-Wilson third. Arava lines up alongside him in P4. P5 for Jack Brimble-McConnell. Alexander Donadin keeps him company in 6th. The race winner last time out, Primero starts 7th, Tom Martinez starts from P8. It's P9 for the other Tom Stormer-Lartelo, and Ben starts from 10th. Photon lines up 11th, Veloce Alonso starts from 12th. P13 for the E-Rock champion Veloce James, Formula Danny is 14th. And the championship leader, as we mentioned, Sally Saltunk, starts from the very back. Remember folks, you can vote for your driver of the day in the comment section below. We're riding on board with Niren for the start of this one, round 11 of the championship here at Silverstone, and we are racing at the British Grand Prix. It's a good start from Niren off second place. He's attacking Isa into turn 1. Can he make that move? Not quite, as they run down towards the loop section. Will they all keep it clean? On board with Eterno Veloce, who had a poor start. No, they won't keep it clean. Off go 2 Red Bulls and a Toro Rosso in the one go. Well, I don't think the drinks company will be too happy about that one. And the 3 of them are off the road. Only Eterno Veloce from the Red Bull family is left standing after that one. He's P3 as Saunch has had another incredible start. He's up into P3. Round the outside he goes on Joe into Brooklyn's corner. Now look at Primero there on the outside, of Photon, on the outside of Primero, moving up into P5 now. Great stuff from the Hungarian, and his teammate and fellow countryman Formula Danny also fancies making a move on Primero, who of course won last time out in Abu Dhabi. Off the track goes Danny, rejoins, still side by side with Primero. Are they going to make it through the corner? Oh yes they are. James doesn't know, a huge slide. John Harris would be proud of that one. Dirt style, off the track he goes and drops down the order. That's a big sore one for his championship aspirations. On board with Arava now, the content creator doing battle with his teammate Primero, who's chasing down the championship leader Sally Saltunk. Both McLarens flying off the racetrack and rejoining, and now that allows Tom to get involved with Arava, and we know what that means. We've seen it earlier on in the series, back in Russia in particular, where they got into real combat and had a massive accident. Not so today, on this occasion, as they start the second lap, as we have a look at some replays, starting with Veloce Primero. So what's happened here? P6 going down towards turn 1. Look at that. Goodness me. Storm living up to his name there. Came in like a storm and wiped everything out in his path. Crazy stuff from Storm, wiping several drivers out. As Tom and Ben come together on the pit straight, for goodness sake, before they even get to turn 1. Now on board with Ben. Another replay at the start. And he's gone wide, and that's an amateur error that from Ben, unlike him, spinning on the grass. And now Veloce James, who had a major moment through here, heart in the mouth at this moment, heavy contact. He didn't save it, but he did very well with his attempts. He very nearly saved it. But back to the action live, as Veloce James has got a lot of work to do. He wants to recover in this race, and we're on board with the official FNG, who again is showing up as him in second place. That isn't true, he is in the lead. as we go back to Donny again. How is Niren leading a race for this long? Hats off to him. But he's going to be under a lot of pressure now from Sonch, who is lining him up as they go down the Wellington Straight. A little bit of lag here. We've seen that at the start. That might have been part of the reason we had so many incidents, because the lag has been quite bad. And now Sonch has come together with Niren, and that's led to a collision with Donny Aden, and that's going to be a major hit for his championship hopes. And now Primero goes for a spin directly in front of Arva and also loses a lot of ground. Disaster there for him. Disaster for Sonch and Veloce James in their championship hopes. A real chance for the likes of Danny, Photon and Sally to pounce and extend their advantage. Tom then, P6 at the moment, looks like he's going to be doing battle with Arva once again here at Silverstone. Just up the road from that, Photon looks quite racy too. Here is Eternal Veloce, he's got Sally right behind him. Niren incredibly still leading as Sally has a look up the inside. He's trading paint with the Toro Rosso. Incredibly close stuff. Lap 2 out of 5. Awesome. Either side now of Eternal Veloce. 3 into 1 won't go. And that's what happens. Photon goes for a spin. Disaster there. And that's another championship contender out of the running. It's Formula 1. Formula Danny makes the move on Niren and takes the lead away. Well, that's not really a contest, is it? Esports driver against FIFA player. Easy manoeuvre there as James continues his comeback drive. On lap 3 out of 5, up the inside of Donny Aden. Unbelievable. Is he through? I think he might be. Donny Aden holding on firm through the left-hander. And down onto the Wellington Straight they go. It's James with a slipstream to the car in front, so he should have the upper hand in terms of straight line speed. He tries to go round the outside, outbreaks himself a little, and Donny Aden fends him off. Great driving there from Veloce Donny Aden as we go on board with his teammate now. Tom in battle with Sally over P2. With Formula Danny just up the road. Sally trying to protect his championship lead as they go through Cops Corner, and Tom holds on. Goodness me. Breathtaking stuff between these two in the squad sprint. On board with Eternal Veloce. Two content creators doing a fine job here against some of the top esports drivers. Arva as well in P6 having a decent race. Sally though and Formula Danny looking to take control of the race, and here goes Sally on the inside of Tom. Tom defending well, but Sally's going to be through, is he? Tom ain't going to give it up as they go down towards the final couple of corners. Tom on the inside, really not going to accept being bullied, but Sally finds a way through, and Joe as well sweeps past up into P4. Well, the content creators taking it to the esports drivers. That is what the Veloce Esports squad sprint is all about. That's what we love to see. Tom now, round the outside he goes on Joe, and Joe looks like he's got the position in the bag and is up to, I think, P4 now. On board with Niren. He is in P3. Sally behind him, or P2 actually. Don't know why there's a missing a car. I think it's connection issues again causing issues. And that is now, it says P3 for Sally, but it's actually P2 behind Formula Danny, the race leader. Niren is third, and there it is changing back on the left hand side of your screen as Arva leaves the session. So lap 4 out of 5 is Niren on for a magnificent result here. Surely a vote for your driver of the day if Niren can hold on to that. I certainly would think so. Remember folks, you can also vote for the finale race. This is round 11 out of 22. We're approaching the halfway stage of the season at the end of this one. You vote for the final race of the season, round 22. Let us know in the comment section below which race you want to do for that one. I don't know about you guys, but I'd love to see a short race. You know, like Bahrain short or something. I think that would be awesome. As up the inside goes Tom on Joe, and he takes that place back again. So great action between those two. And Tom up into P4, Eternal Veloce down to P5, and Sonch in P6 chasing him down behind. But Sally having a good race, Formula Danny having a good race. Formula Danny at the moment, I think, on course to retake the lead in the championship. A championship that's been swinging left and right all season long, and Joe's been swinging round into a spin nearly by Sonch, who barges his way up the inside. They now go side by side through the loop section, and Sonch is through, up into the top 5. Can he pick off Niren and Tom before the finish to limit the damage he's had in this race to his championship hopes? P6 for Eternal Veloce. James now 7th, so even after that big moment, Veloce James gaining some ground as Niren is overtaken by Tom just up the road from that. So Niren losing his podium place, which is a bit heartbreaking for him given how well he's driven. Without doubt his best drive of the season. We're on board with Tiamat Marduk, who's had a spin and a crash on the start line before the race even really got going. He's P8 at the moment. Can he make it up any further ground on this final lap of the race? Veloce James just up the road. We're on board with him now. Attacking Eternal Veloce as they go through. It's Beckett's on to Chapel. Are we going to see any late moves? It's moments like this that can shape the World Championship race. Onto the back of Eternal Veloce. Will there be any more carnage in the closing moments of the race? We'll have to wait and see, because here comes Veloce Formula Danny once again regaining the lead in the World Championship. He wins the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone and sets the fastest lap in the process. Dodgems over the line between Tom and Sonch. That was like Massa versus Hamilton from a few years ago. What a grandstand finish between those two. Awesome stuff. Well, let's take a look at the final race results though from round 11 of the championship. That's right, Formula Danny, he has won and has regained the lead in the championship, which we'll show you in a moment. Flying Finn, yet to win a race this season, but still is right in the hunt after another great second place. Tom Martinez comes home in third, keeping up his decent recent form. Sonch is fourth, Joe Eternal Wilkes brings it home in fifth. Veloce James makes a good recovery to sixth after a huge spin through Maggots and Beckett's. Ben comes home in seventh. Niren dropped all the way to eighth, that's a shame for him. John Isa Harris gets his first points on the board with 2, and Storm got 1. The Drivers' Championship though, there's the confirmation. Formula Danny on top with 157 points. Then it was Flying Finn in second with 153, just 4 points off despite not winning a race this season. There's a gap building behind that. Veloce James is now third with 139 points. Then it's Veloce Alonso in fourth with 134. Photon has had a bad few races, so he's only got 117 points now. Tiamat Marduk holds his position in sixth in the standings with 90. Tom is seventh with 76 points. Tom Storm Lartelo is eighth with 66 points. Then it's Primero in ninth with 53. Donna Dennis 10th with 35 points. Brembo is next with 27. Aravas 12th with 25. Joe Eternal Wilkes is 13th with 23. Niren is 14th with 14 points. And John Isa Harris has 2. Veloce surprise, he joins us for the first time in the next race in Baku. Be sure to check that one out. It should be a cracker.
Next time, round 12, Azerbaijan.